Even the style, for the style, nah. We back at T. Appreciate it. All the support, all the comments, and everybody that's subscribing. Shout out to you. We gotta have a better perspective of where we going for the black community. I said, what you mean? We got Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit out here, giving us tips and tricks. You know, what type of tips and tricks are they giving you? Being black in this society in America is a privilege. You said, hold on, what the fuck is you talking about? It's a privilege. Think about it. So we are privileged to be the minority, to be the ones that are frowned upon, to be the ones that they want us to be in last place. So we privileged that they know that we have the potential to be in first place, but in return, they try to put us in last place first, so we have a harder time catching up to where we want to be. This is why being black and being married is a curse. You can give me all the flack you want. Being black in 2022, trying to get married, looking for a husband, looking for marriage is a curse. They say, what do you mean? It's the curse of Chucky. It's like, hold on, what? He said, nigga, this nigga tripping. He said, this nigga tripping. Alright. If we got so many young women and so many older men that we have a lot of older men that want to get married, looking for marriage. We have a lot of young women that's looking for marriage. So a lot of the older women really ain't looking for marriage if they ain't got it yet, or if they in relationships, they're already in relationship. And then a lot of the young men, we ain't looking for marriage, and if we in relationships, we just in relationships. So we got half of each demographic, from male to female, young to old. The young men don't want to get married. The young women want to get married. The older women don't want to get married. The older men want to get married. That's a curse. This is a fucking curse. Know why it's a curse? Because when we were in our teenage years, nobody instilled in us that we should be trying to make the best out of the relationships with the young ladies or the young women that we involved ourselves with. They said, oh, hell no. Know why? Because they mama and they daddy didn't instill that in that young girl early on. So now we live in life slow as fuck. So now we gotta wait 30 years to get into a relationship. We gotta wait 25, 30 years just to get into a adult responsible relationship, or a tangible relationship, or a marriage. We gotta wait 25, 30 years. Just imagine if see, I'm gonna keep bringing these analogies up. Just imagine if a fucking lion waited fucking 30 years or 25 years to find another fucking lioness to have cubs. That motherfucker would be no lions. It would be no creature alive if we had to wait 30 years to find a partner. It don't take a lion 30 fucking years. It don't take chimpanzees 30 fucking years. It don't take elephants 30 fucking years. It don't take fish 30 fucking years. It don't take birds 30 fucking years. It don't take rats 30 fucking years. But it take we so advanced. So why the fuck is we doing everything so slow if we so advanced? Make that make sense. This is why I say being married in 2022 and thinking for the future, for I want to be married and all this shit, but you don't even know where the fuck technology taking you. You don't even know where the fuck the world taking us. A motherfucker study trying to hop this bandwagon talking about I want to get married, I need all this shit. But we still gotta wait. We still taking 25 and 30 years to get fucking married. That's ridiculous. It ain't nothing that you gotta wait 25, 30 years to do. It ain't nothing on this planet that take 25 years to mature or to come to or to come to their senses that, oh, I do need to be with somebody. If every animal or every species on this planet thought like that, it would be no planet. It would be no species. It would be no living organism on this planet. If we all, we so advanced. We so fucking advanced that we need to get on social media and find out different ways to get married after being alive for 20, 30, 40 years. We the slowest, dumbest, de-evolved species of man thus far. When people lived out in the wild, or lived a more traditional life, it didn't take them that long to figure out what life was. By 12, 13, 10, even before then, you already knew your way of living. We don't have a way of living no more. This is why from about age 3 or 4, they start sending you to preschool, elementary, and all of this other shit. Because your parents, they know for a fact your parents don't know what to do with you. Parents wouldn't know what to do if they literally had their children from the time they was born all the way up until 25. For the first 25 years, if there was no such thing as school, college, jobs, or anything in this society right now, people wouldn't know what to do with their kids. It would drive them crazy living in this society right now if they had to train and raise and teach, feed and protect and provide shelter for their children for the first 25 years. Nobody would be able to do that. Not in this society. People love sending their kids off to school. They feel like they get a break. You want a break from some shit that broke your waters to get in here. So now you want a break from that shit. Didn't you have a break when the baby broke your waters? We living unnatural. But we getting on social media, YouTube and shit, and want to get married so bad and all this shit. And you don't even know what type of world you want to get married in. Marriage ain't the end all be all. That's why I say marriage is a curse. Because most people get married because of the perception or the illusion that it's beneficial or it's more, you looked at as more of a solidified figure or couple if you get married and y'all got more to offer than the other people that ain't married. So you can look at that, oh, like, damn, you ain't married yet? Oh, he ain't put a ring on that finger yet? Man, who tailored that the left hand was the ring hand? Who tailored that you need to have a ring to be married? Who tailored that the gown had to be white? Who tailored that you need to wear a tuxedo? Who tailored that you need to have a pastor read over these bullshit ass, hypocritical ass scriptures? Who made that shit? Everybody heard about jumping the broom. That's all motherfuckers do. Is jump the broom. And what that is, they're jumping a gun. So you just goddamn, you say, okay, I think I'm feeling you. I think you feeling me. Let's get married. Because this is what they told us to do. So let's jump the broom. Let's jump the gun. We don't really know shit about what's going on. We don't know shit about this system. We don't know shit about life. We just gonna go with it together and just dumb each other down for the next 10, 15 years until we get tired of each other. Then the woman gonna leave the man. or the man gonna get fed up and cheat on the woman because they didn't never teach each other anything. If we ain't teaching our spouses anything, what the fuck is the point of getting married? What's the point of getting married? If they ain't got nothing to instill, ain't got nothing to teach. Niggas don't know how to train no woman to be more of who she is, not only for herself, but for y'all as a whole. It ain't about finding a submissive, cooperative woman. No, it's about finding a woman that is willing to be trained. Not, matter of fact, it's about finding a woman to be retrained out of this system, out of this society. Most women won't go against most of the shit that they've been taught about this society. But me and my woman, there ain't nothing the government or this system can say that's gonna top what the fuck I say. And a lot of men can't say that. A lot of men can't say that. That's why I say marriage is a fucking curse. Because y'all think y'all got so much power getting married, and then guess what? As soon as you want to get divorced, who you gotta go back to? You gotta go back to Big White Daddy to goddamn sign them papers. But you take your ass back to Big White Daddy. Daddy, I don't want to marry him no more. I think he got infidelity. I think he cheating on me. Can I get alimony? Can I get half of his money? Oh yes, baby, we got you. He ain't shit anyway. No, why? Cause they using the men to benefit their system, and guess how they using? That's how they using us through our women. So they know that the women, they didn't take the women to want a certain amount of a certain type or caliber of man. So guess what? Now they have all of the black men working harder to be able to impress or to attract a certain type of woman. So now they killing us off faster because we working harder in a time where time is going faster, and the women are learning and adapting more and more slower. So if the women are adapting slower to what's going on, and the men are ever adapting to what's going on, but they stuck in this illusion that, oh man, I gotta get to a certain point before I get married. I gotta have all this. I gotta have all my shit straight. Man, I gotta have this. I gotta have this. Y'all doing all this, working for the next motherfucker to build up this society that's gonna tear us down in the next 10, 20 years. So all of these marriage counseling, all of this mumbo jumbo black relationship shit, it's just a curse. We continue to put our own people in this systematic curse that we believe shit is gonna get better when we can see shit is getting worse. What the fuck? Why the fuck is we say trying to get married in this society and get all this paperwork and get all of these fucking statuses and get to this point and have connections and reputation with goddamn this society, which is American dream, when they changing it? It's becoming more and more technological, as we see through YouTube. So if things start to become more technological as far as relationships and shit like that, what do you think the future gonna be? The future is gonna be marriage through social media. It's not gonna be a physical marriage. You're gonna be married through social media. They say, hold on, what you mean? That in the future, if a person don't got as many if your social media status ain't at the same level as another person, they're not gonna marry you. And that's why they're gonna usher in all of these different type of companion type robots, because they know more and more people are becoming more and more lonely. So the lonelier you become, the more desperate you become. And the more desperate you become, the more willing you are to believe anything that is put in front of you that makes you feel like it's quenching your thirst. And what people thirst, they don't want to feel lonely. This is why everybody stay on social media all fucking day, because it makes them feel like they got company. When in reality, if you ain't doing shit, you ain't doing shit. No matter how you do it, Motherfuckers go out to the club and don't do shit. Just because they think they at the club, they think they doing something. But they know in the back of their head like, damn, I'm here, I ain't even really doing shit. You wasting your life, boy. People wasting their life getting married, living this American dream. We want to get married to the same system that we know hung and beat certain individuals. We want to get married in this system that we know don't give certain individuals the same amount of respect or advantages. Why they ain't saying a lot of this shit? And if we is gonna get married, let's take it back to the traditional way of getting married, man. Fuck all those left hand ring shit, all these diamonds and all this other mumbo jumbo and $100,000 weddings and $1 million weddings and all this shit, riding off in Bentley coupes and trying to go to Santa Monica for the goddamn honeymoon and all this other bullshit. No, let's take it back to nature. Let's take it back to the natural way before they continue to manipulate our natural way of living, and there won't be no natural way of living in the future. When my daughter get of age to quote unquote be married, it won't be a such thing as called marriage. That's why they ain't never had no fucking future movie where they showed a wedding. Think of it. They ain't never had a future movie where they had two people getting married. They were either together or they were together because they were going against something. That's how you get married. When you meet a woman and she's willing to fight the same fight as you. Oh man, I cracked the code. Thank you. See, if you talk enough, and the universe starts speaking through you. That's the fucking real natural way of getting married, man. Look me in my fucking eye. It's a real goddamn natural way to get married. If you don't if you're not with a woman, if you get with a woman and then she ain't willing to make that same fight as you, if she ain't willing to die for the same shit you stand for, y'all ain't married. No matter if you get married. So if she ain't willing to die for the same shit you willing to die for, then you ain't married. Like Bonnie and Clyde type shit. Did they get fucking married? Nigga, did they? Man, y'all finna piss me off now. They hold on, why? He said, hold on, who finna piss me off? Not y'all. This society, this magical thing that we living about. Fuck, Bonnie and Clyde didn't get married. They said, hold on, they were doing something. Nigga, if you frown upon Bonnie and Clyde, you please unsubscribe to my shit now. Facts. I rock with Bonnie and Clyde just as much as I rock with goddamn Coretta and goddamn Martin Luther King. And that's a fact. Most people can't say that. See, I'm balanced, nigga. I can be Bonnie and Clyde and goddamn Martin Luther King and Coretta. Most people can't do that. Most people, like they were just asking the question, which type of love y'all want? The Will and Jada, or do y'all want the goddamn Coretta and Martin? Nigga, what? Nigga, I want both of them, bitch ass nigga. I'm balanced. Fuck, nigga. Motherfuckers ain't balanced in these relationships. That's the problem now. If you ain't balanced in your relationship, if your woman ain't willing to stand for and die by the same shit that you stand for, throw that bitch in the garbage. If your man ain't willing to goddamn instill shit in you that make you feel like you willing to go against your way of living, throw that nigga in the garbage. He ain't for you. She ain't for you. We need to be willing to die for shit together. That's what being married is. Fuck being married in this physical material world. We need to be married in the spiritual world, at life after fucking death. Yeah, make it make sense. If your woman ain't willing to goddamn live and die by the same shit you goddamn stand for and go against the goddamn powers that be, I ain't saying goddamn a man that is, okay, baby, we gonna do this. We gonna go to church every week. We gonna do this. We God-fearing people. No, that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a man that actually stand for something outside of this illusion. Most men don't stand for nothing outside of this illusion. This is why we out here dying at the rate we dying at. Because we don't stand for anything, like I said, outside of this illusion here. And if we stand for everything that's in this illusion, this is why the women are so easily distracted from the men that's in front of them, because they know they don't stand for anything. And like I said, if you can find another, she with a man, and then he look just like all the other men and dress just like other dudes, and go out to the same places, indulgence, all the same activities, don't you think she